They'll lynch you, but he did, and he laughs at
Welcome back to the West Ham Network. Yes, you are joining me for the 22-23 UEFA Europa Conference League playoff draw. What a tongue twister that bad boy is, which will be going live about 1 p.m. We'll be talking about what teams West Ham could be facing in this bad boy playoff. I can't believe we're back to this part of the season. We have plenty to talk about. Of course, if you haven't already, go and check out the daily I did earlier on, talking about all the incomings potentially and all the outgoings potentially, as we have already started to see images of Masuaku. Yes, King Arthur is in Turkey at Besiktas, wearing his training gear. A little cheeky image has appeared online. So we wish King Arthur all the best for that. Now, who are we potentially going to be facing today? There are plenty of teams for us to discuss, some that we do know and some that we don't know. So first and foremost, I have put a video together, which is a cheeky explainer of how, are you ready for this? The UEFA Europa Conference League playoff draw will consist and how we will be potentially progressing through the tournament. So check out this.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test, I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so used.
There you go. There's a bit of an explainer for today's video. If you are new around here, please make sure you do go and hit that subscribe button as well. I will jump through the comments as we move through the show, so don't you worry about that. But please, if you are new around here, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification as well, as we go through potentially the teams that West Ham can face for the Europa League Conference playoff draw today. Now, for anyone that doesn't know, I've got the images here for you. So these are the potential teams that West Ham can draw. There are 5 fixtures that have these 10 teams that West Ham can draw. So we are today going to find out which one of these teams, or one of 2 teams, West Ham could face. So it's going to be the winner of one of these fixtures is what West Ham potentially will face today. Now, I do have another explainer video talking to you about individual teams. I'll play that for you now, giving you a little bit about who they are, where they're from, and what you can maybe expect from them moving forward. So there you go. There is a little bit of an explainer in relation to the teams that West Ham could face for this draw. So I have got more information on the draw, which will be going ahead very, very shortly. They have seeded teams. They have two pathways. They have one pathway called the Champions Path. That's five winners from the UEFA Europa Conference League third qualifying round, the Champions Path, and five teams that are eliminated from the UEFA Europa League third qualifying round. So the teams that are in the Champions Path and they're seeded, the seeded teams are Malmo of Sweden, Diddling of Luxembourg, Shamrock Rovers of Ireland, so we'll miss out on the Irish tie, FC Skopje, Linfield of Northern Ireland, Zurich, Switzerland, Olympiacos, Greece, Slovan Bratislava, Slovakia, Maribor, Slovenia, and Helsinki in Finland. And West Ham then go into the main path. And there's five entrants in that have been seeded. And that includes West Ham, of course, Villarreal, Fiorentina, FC Cologne of Germany, and Nice in France. So we do know that these are the five fixtures that West Ham are interested in, and we'll find out today who we will get for the draw, which will be going live shortly. Like I said, you've got a team here from Estonia, paid Lemon Miskond, the professional club in Estonia. They compete in their top flight, and they were founded in 2004, and they have played since 2009 and have never been relegated. Next up is Anderlecht, who we probably are very aware of, especially for the fact that, you know, you've just seen company move from Anderlecht to Burnley, and of course Josh Cullen, who was plying his trade out there and done very, very well with them as well. They play in the first division of the Belgium Super League, and in European competitions. They're a very successful club. They've got 34 championship wins. They've also won 9 Belgium Cups and hold the most record for consecutive Belgium championship titles, winning 5 between 1963 and 1968 as well. Next up is Wolfsberger from Austria, who currently play in the Austrian Bundesliga. They entered a cooperation with SK St. Andra, competing under the name of WAC St. Andra during that period, and the team is currently called RZ Pellets WAC for sponsorship reasons as well. They've played their majority of their existence in the lower leagues, but they did finish their 2011-12 season as champions of the Football First League, now known as the Second League in Austria as well. Next up is I think I've got that here. Gżira United Football Club is a Maltese professional football club from a small harbour town of Gżira in central Malta. Now, if we do get this, Malta is a lovely place if you are looking to see where you could potentially go on your holidays. Obviously, we won't know huge amounts about the team, so it depends on how big you want them or how small you want them. But Malta is definitely a nice place to go. Riga are a Latvian football club founded in 2014. They are based at the Skonto Stadium in Riga, and since 2016, the club has been playing in Varsijla. So there you go, a Latvian team. Then we are potentially facing a Portuguese side, Gil Vicente Futebol Club. They're a Portuguese football club that plays in Barcelos. It competes in the Primeira Liga, and the top division of the football club in the country as well. So there's an option that we can get. Then we've got AIK Football, more commonly known simply as AIK, who play in the Swedish top division. They compete in the Allsvenskan, the top flight of the Swedish football, and the club was founded in 1891, based in and around Stockholm. The football department was formed in 1896. And they are based in just north of Stockholm city centre. They've been the league champions in 2018. They've got 12 championship titles, and they're third in the all-time Allsvenskan table. The club holds the record for having most of the seasons in the Swedish top flight. In addition, in this century, AIK is the club that's finished top 3 in Allsvenskan of the most times, and finished top 3 6 times in a row from the 2013 to 2018 season. So I'm just getting the draw up, so I should be able to bring it to you when I know. Next up is the KF Skenja. It's a football club based in Tetovo, Macedonia. The home stadium is Ekolog Arena, and they currently play in the Macedonian First League as well. Next up is Viborg Fodsports Foringen from Denmark. The club was founded in 1896, and they waited more than a century before winning the only national trophy in the 2000 Danish Cup. They have no official fan club. A former official fan club is the Green Pride. It was one of the largest in Denmark with over 500 members. There's a small continuation of the Green Pride active in Viborg to this day. And the first ultra group was established in 2002. So there you go. Just giving you some little bits of information about the teams that we could face. B36 Torshavn are from the Faroe Islands, and they're a semi-professional football club based in the capital of Torshavn. Based in the Faroe Islands Premier League as well. So I don't know, the bigger they come, the harder they fall. Is that the way you look at it? Sometimes that's the way I feel when it comes to this as well. For anyone that's just joining me, here's another little bit of an explainer. The Europa Conference League playoff is contested by 177 teams from UEFA's 54 member associations. 3 qualifying rounds and 1 playoff round will see them whittled down to 32 by the group stages. Now, Russia are not being involved in this draw this year. So if anyone wants to know why the 55 members associations aren't involved, that's why, because due to the war. The 8 group winners will go through directly to the round of 16, with the 8 group runners-up going through to a preliminary knockout round where they will face a third-place group stage finisher from the Europa League. The competition then follows a 2-legged knockout format all the way to the final, which will be hosted at Slavia Prague's Černobyl Stadium in the Czech Republic on the 7th of June next year. 44 teams will take part in the 2-legged playoff round, with the draw being held on Tuesday, the 2nd of August 22, and the 2 legs being played on Thursdays 18th and 25th of August. The 44 will include 32 third qualifying round winners and 7 clubs eliminated from the Europa League third qualifying round, along with 5 teams who have qualified directly at this stage: West Ham, Villarreal of Spain, Fiorentina of Italy, Cologne of Germany, and Nice of France. The 44 will be split into 2 paths, like I've mentioned to you, 10 on the Champions path and 34 in the main path. We are on the main path. The teams are then seeded in the accordance with the UEFA Club Coefficient rankings and grouped before being drawn. The grouped teams were revealed on Monday, and seeded West Ham now know who will face the unseeded winners of one of these 5 third qualifying rounds ties, as you can see here on the page. So we're just going on to the Champions path, which West Ham are not involved in. The third qualifying round will be played over the next 2 weeks, with second ties involving West Ham's potential opponents being completed on Tuesday, the 9th of August and Thursday, the 11th of August. When the playoff round draw is made on Tuesday, the 2nd of August, today, as a seeded club, we will be randomly assigned a number between 1 and 5 and a ball containing our number placed in the bowl alongside the other 4. The name will be done with the 5 unseeded clubs, numbered 6 to 10. A ball will be taken from each bowl and placed in an empty bowl and shuffled. The first ball drawn out will designate the home team for the first leg on Thursday, the 18th of August. Should we win the 2-legged playoff round tie, we will join 21 other Conference League playoff round winners and 10 clubs eliminated from the Europa League playoff round in the group stages. There we will face 3 group stage opponents, home and away. It'll then take a break until the new year, kicking off with the preliminary knockout round in February and round of 16 in March. There you go. Let me jump through the comments, see who is kicking about. Where are we? All the way up to the top. We've got teams from fans from all over the world in here now, all over Europe. And Osanya Arrears wants the factory thumbs up. Let's hope this for a trip that's easy to get to. Anybody? Hi all from Ludders. Good to see you, Ludders. Scott. Just waiting for this to update. So the draw that's getting done just now is from the Champions path, which does not involve any of the teams that West Ham are being involved in. Scott the Hammer wouldn't bet on it. Let me just bring this picture up. This is the teams that we're going to have an interest in today. put this one on. That's better, isn't it? With our luck, it will be Anderlecht. Listen, I'm all right with them. Anderlecht, you know, they've lost a manager. They've lost some of their big players. So, yep. Will be interesting. On Anna news, not yet, but hopefully soon. I know, mate. I need to get that sorted, don't I? Thank you very much, Scott. No worries at all, mate. It's the least we can do. So we're just waiting on the draw to get started now. So they're going for the drawing the pairing first, which is going to be the Champions Path. And this is to determine who is going to be the first team at home compared to the second leg. So we've got Maribor or Helsinki. We'll be playing the winners of the second pairing is coming up. And remember, for anyone that's watching, West Ham are not involved in this part of the draw. Just putting the draw up as it goes. See you happy, Hammer, right? Hope you're well. Scott Hammer. Trust you're well, Darren. Good to see you too. Gavin Thurston's in the house. Good to see you. Let's hope it's not a flight to the Faroes. Unfinished business with Anderlecht. Good morning, Paul. I love Sweden, mate. I love Sweden. So the next part of the draw, Icelandic team Reykjavik or Lech Poznan will take on the winners of Malmo and Diddling of Luxembourg. A lot of teams I've never heard of, and you'll all be the same as well. Attack, 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 and don't park the bus. So Shamrock Rovers are out of the hat next, or FC Shukibi. And now we've got the last remaining balls of the Champions Path. So many comments, so apologies, I'm trying to get them up. Not necessarily, Hammerhead, not necessarily. Zrinski or Tobol Kostanay will play either the winners of Olympiakos or Bratislava, Slovan Bratislava. So this is, like I said, the Champions Path. West Ham are involved in the main path, which I believe is going to be next. Should be finding out our opponents very soon. West Ham are not signing Kostic anytime soon. Dream on. Champions League football. Afternoon all from Papa. If we can't beat any of these teams, we shouldn't be in it. This is some of the draws here, just so you know. Right, now we're on to the main path. Now this is where West Ham are going to get involved. Here we go. So West Ham are in Group 4. There's 18 groups, they said here. Is 18 groups? Charlie, I think the best thing to do, mate, is go and check out the video I did earlier on. Looks fun typing these clubs' names in. Paul, you don't know the half of it, mate. I like the way they're doing it in the 3 balls. The nice balls, actually. West Ham are not signing any more players. No one wants to play for us. Yes, they do, mate. Yes, they do. So many people from all over the world here. I have no idea what they're saying. Charlie's saying, bye, I'm going now. I hope West Ham win it and we'll be easily away to the final. Thank you very much, mate. They're just explaining how the draw happens. It makes for interesting listening, though. Absolutely. Well, do know a little bit about him. He plays for Benfica, German footballer, isn't he? So he kind of plays as a defensive midfielder, but I doubt anything will happen with him because obviously we are heavily in the market for Onana, Papa, so I can't see why we would bring the two of them in. Happy Amaret. Whatever the draw, will get further than Spurs last season. Absolutely happy. Absolutely. So we are ready to rock and roll. So West Ham have been given the number 3. That's the number we are looking out for. For the main path. What number are we going to be? All teams are allocated to number 7, which means in Group 4, it's Wolfsberger versus so West Ham haven't been drawn out in the first one. So Wolfsberger are Zira United versus the winners of Quapo or Young Boys of Switzerland. If I have understood this right, I think I've understood this right. Who's next up? Now, I think... Oh, I don't know if I've got this right. Happy. I'm a bit confused at this part as well because it doesn't look like they've actually got West Ham in this part. So I'm a bit confused at where we are. Let me have a look here. Nice. Where are Nice? Yeah, it's not us yet. Don't worry, it's not us yet. We're just waiting for the next one to come out. Happy at home for the first leg. All clubs indicated with the number 2. So indicated with the number 8. So West Ham are still not here. Still waiting on West Ham. So it is straightforward, to be fair. However, the guide I'm using isn't making it as easy to understand. So we must be going in the next draw. Remember, there are how many teams in this draw? 144 teams to be drawn. Here we go. Right, I think this is us now. Okay, if I've got this right... No. Yeah, we're still not there. Where the hell are we? We're still waiting for it. So Fiorentina have got FC 20. Villarreal have got Hajduk Split or Victoria from Portugal. Colonia of Germany. Aha. Here we go. Group 4. Here we are. Don't worry. This is what I've been worried about. I was wondering, I never heard them at the start, so they're now doing our draw. So remember, West Ham is number 3. This is what we're waiting for. Who are we going to get? Who are we going to get? They gave us a bye, if only. We're looking for number 3, everyone. Number 3. Home tie first. Home tie for West Ham. And we're going to be playing Viborg of Denmark or B36 Torshavn from the Faroe Islands. Denmark or the Faroe Islands. There you go. There is West Ham's playoff draw. What do you think of that? Let me just find them for you. I've got them here. No, not them. Not them. Not them. There you go. This is one of the teams that we have been drawn. And that is Viborg Fodsports Furing. They are a Danish professional football club based in Viborg. The club was founded in 1896 and waited more than a century before winning its only national trophy, the 2000 Danish Cup. I'd love to get a trip out to Scandinavia. I love a bit of Scandinavia. They have no official fan club. A former official fan club is the Green Pride. It's one of the largest in Denmark. As well, there's a small continuation of the Green Pride active in the Viborg of this city. Let me just see if I can get these guys up for you. More information. The first Ultra group was established in 2002 when a group of young adults established at the Fanakikos. In 2004, the new group, Shamrock Ultras, was born. They were founded in 1896 with several other sports apart from football. Amongst other things were gymnastics, cricket, field hockey, boxing, athletics, skiing, weightlifting, and wrestling. The first big sporting highlight of the club came in 1924 when they won the championships, which was the regional division of Jutland, a big title win at the time when, among others, AGF were a dominating club in Jutland. Following the championship, Viborg dropped somewhat out of the picture, but never more than a club has always been on the Danish footballing map. It has a big relief in the club and its promotion to the national competitions, the fourth division for the first time in 1959. Following many closely missed attempts of qualification, one of the players taking part in the promotion was Erik Bundegaard, whose 421 matches is still a club record as well. So West Ham will be playing at home first against either Viborg or B36 Tórshavn from the Faroe Islands. They're a semi-professional outfit football club in the capital of Tórshavn, played in the Faroe Islands Premier League, top tier of Faroese football. They've always played in the home games in Gundalar. Originally, all Faroe Island football teams played on the gravel grounds, but starting in the late 1980s, the grounds were changed into second-generation artificial turf. All the artificial pitches have been changed into third-generation as well. Today, they are amongst the most successful football clubs in the Faroe Islands, having won the Faroe Islands Premier League 11 times, the Faroese Cup 6 times, and the Faroese Super Cup once. The club has also a women's section, which is currently in the process of rebuilding. They have one of the biggest football clubs in the Faroe Islands, and they are known for their positive football. So there you go. West Ham the draw has been made. And how do you feel about that? Exciting times. Absolutely, it is exciting times, and it will be interesting to see how and who comes out of winners and victorious from these victories. So let me just give you another brief explainer of how this will work. The 8 group winners will go through directly to the round of 16, with the 8 group runners-up going through to a preliminary knockout round where they'll face a third-place group stage finisher from the Europa League. The competition then follows a 2-legged knockout format all the way to the final, which will be hosted in Slavia Prague Sinobo Stadium. 44 teams will take part in the 2-legged playoff round, with the draw being held today and the 2 legs being played on Thursday the 18th and the 25th of August. So the winners of the next game, West Ham, will be starting our venture in 16 days' time in the Conference League, the playoffs. The 44 will include 32 third qualifying round winners and 7 clubs eliminated from the Europa League third round qualifying round. Amongst that, with 5 teams who've qualified directly to this stage, West Ham, as we know, are being seeded into the main path. And so there you go. There you go. We're going to be playing Viborg or Tórshavn. Viborg of Denmark or Tórshavn of the Faroe Islands. There's today's draw. What do you think? Leave your comments in the comment section. Guess it sounds fair from Happy Amaret. Paul Parkinson says West Ham will bottle it again and lose. Hopefully we don't ourselves. If we can't beat this lot, then God help us, not taking anything for granted. Ideally, it'll be the Danish tie West Ham invasion incoming. Absolutely. Harry Peters is in the house. Denmark away would be decent. Good start. We'll take that. Absolutely. David, you're happy with that? I mean, listen, I'm going to lie to you and say to you, I know exactly who they are. I don't. I'm just reporting to you all the information we have. Must be careful. Last time we lost. And then obviously what we'll do is we'll give you a bit more information on these opposition teams and see. I don't think West Ham have actually played them before either. But it'll be interesting. And fingers crossed we can get some more players through the line, get the deals done, and we can get through to the next stage of the of the draw and get ourselves into the group stage. Anyway, good question. Good. Oh, I've got that actually. So if you give me 2 seconds, bear with me. I've got that details for you. So my understanding here, this is the question from Dave H, is what are the stadium capacity? So Viborg hold 9,566, and we believe it's a 5% allocation. So that would be about 478 away tickets. And then if we were to get B36 Torshavn in the Faroe Islands, it's a 5,000 capacity stadium with potentially upwards of 250 tickets available. So not a huge amount of tickets available because we've not chosen the biggest clubs from abroad. However, let's get the deal done. Let's move on, and fingers crossed we can progress into the group stages. As always, stay safe, everyone. I'll give you the explainer one more time and take it easy. Or sorry, I won't. I'll just say goodbye. And if you're interested in becoming a member, click the membership option. Take it easy.
It's like a family tree, part of you and part of me. And if we should separate,